Once again we are here with your chapter number 15, and in this video I am going to discuss loss of biodiversity. Dear students, once again let me recall what we people have understood so far. We have already discussed types of diversity, that is your genetic diversity, species diversity and ecological diversity. If I am talking about ecological diversity, उसके अंदर alpha, beta and gamma we have already understood in detail. Then we have understood biogeographic region of India, right? So if I am talking about our India, then we are having total 10 biogeographic region, and we have discussed what is importance of each region, right? Then in last lecture we people have understood your pattern of biodiversity. If I am talking about pattern of biodiversity, then two you should know. Number one is latitudinal or altitudinal gradient, which is also called as your master gradient. Okay. Then comes your species area relationship. If I am talking about your species area relationship, right, the concept was proposed by Alexander von Humboldt. And if you are going to plot a graph of species richness versus area explored, it turns out to be rectangular hyperbola. Since it becomes bit tedious to understand the nature of graph, we are converting the same into logarithmic form. Am I clear? Okay. What is z? Z is your regression coefficient whose value, irrespective of any taxonomic group or region, remains constant. That is most important point. If we are talking about your latitudinal gradient, here your question comes, why tropics are having more species diversity in comparison to temperates and polar, right? Three possible reasons which are given in our NCERT textbook is speciation. Number two is environmental condition, that is climatic condition. And number three is a viability of solar energy. Am I clear? So dear students, this is all we people have completed so far. Now I am talking orally about stability of an ecosystem. Stability of an ecosystem. Dear students, if I am talking about stability of an ecosystem, I think it is very difficult for us to make understand people about organisms, about species diversity. More the number of species, more stable will be our ecosystem. Simple सी बात है. Species diversity is not only important for an stable ecosystem, but it is also important for survival of human race. Am I clear? Again, it is important for productivity, it is important for health, it is important for ecosystem health. Okay, chalo. If I am talking about stability, then I can say a community with more number of species is more stable in comparison to a community with less number of species. सिंपल सी बात है, जो कम्युनिटी में ज्यादा स्पीशीज होती है वो ज्यादा स्टेबल होता है. सिंपल एज दैट. ओके, here I want to say that if some part of ecosystem is lost, if there occurs degradation of some part of ecosystem, dear student, here I want to say that ecosystem is resilient. इसका मतलब it is having capability to restore its normal condition over a period of time. Are you people getting my point? Say for example, कुछ part ecosystem का loss हो चुका है. What I told, ecosystem is resilient. Resilient in the sense it is having ability to restore its original condition. And this is proved by David Tillman. ये किसने prove किया? David Tillman. Am I clear? So this is important one. Second one, if I want to talk about productivity, then dear students, an ecosystem, say for example, if I am talking about tropical forest, who is having more species diversity, who is having more species richness, is more productive, of course, in comparison to an ecosystem, say temperate forest, who is having lesser species richness. Simple as that. ट्रॉपिकल फॉरेस्ट में स्पीशीज रिचनेस ज्यादा है, बायोडाइवर्सिटी ज्यादा है, सो ट्रॉपिकल फॉरेस्ट की प्रोडक्टिविटी विल बी मोर इन कंपैरिजन टू टेम्परेट वन. सिंपल सी बात. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट दैट आई वांट टू शेयर इज अबाउट इकोसिस्टम हेल्थ. Species diversity is once again very much important for an healthy ecosystem. So dear students, these are the three important points why species diversity is much important. Number one, stability. Number two, productivity. And number three is ecosystem health. The same was proved by Paul Ehrlich. किसने प्रूव किया ये? Paul Ehrlich by proposing Rivet-Popper hypothesis. What he did under the same, under your Rivet-Popper hypothesis क्या था? उन्होंने इकोसिस्टम को किसके साथ कंपेयर किया? एरोप्लेन के साथ, राइट? एंड स्पीशीज को किसके साथ कंपेयर किया? सॉरी, रिवेट्स के साथ. रिवेट्स का मतलब होता है बोल्ट्स, राइट? बाय विच डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ एयरप्लेन इज फिक्स्ड. Yes or no? Yes. So dear students, once again, if I am talking about your Rivet-Popper hypothesis proposed by Paul Ehrlich, what he compared? He compared airplane with an ecosystem, species with rivets, that is bolts that joins, I can say, different spare parts of airplane. Initially, if certain bolts, if certain rivets are removed, the stability of an aeroplane is equal to stability of an ecosystem is not disturbed. But as more and more rivets are removed, safety, right, वहां पे compromise होगा. So as more and more species are removed from an ecosystem gets disturbed. It becomes unstable. And dear students, if the key bolt which is present in wings, आपने wings के ही bolt निकाल दिए, तो airplane cannot fly. Simple as that. If we are removing key species from an ecosystem, your ecosystem will become dangerously unstable. Am I clear? तो dear students, ये क्या हो गया आपका Rivet-Popper hypothesis. Next, that is given in our NCERT textbook is cause of biodiversity loss. Yes or no? Second one is cause of biodiversity loss. Okay. If I am saying about cause, तो इसके अंदर हमने क्या पढ़ा था? We have understood your Abel quartet. Yes or no? This is very much important, right? Abel quartet. चलो, 4 main causes of loss of biodiversity. Number 1, habitat loss and fragmentation. यहाँ पे you should know that if I am talking about your tropical rainforest, है ना? Tropical rainforest, before it covers 40% of land. 40% of earth, of our land is occupied by tropical rainforest. But due to this human activities, now it is having only 6%. It is having only 6%. Second चीज जो आपको यहाँ पे याद रखनी है is Amazon rainforest, जिसको क्या बोलो आप? लंग ऑफ अर्थ. यस और नो? यस. This is being deforested for cultivation of soya beans for creating grasslands for growing beef cattle. Am I clear? Two main important points you people have to memorize. Tropical rainforest 14% and 6%. Then comes your Amazon rainforest deforested for cultivating. क्या cultivate करने के लिए वहां से हमने forest remove किए, trees काटे for cultivation of soya beans and for rearing beef cattle. Am I clear? So first one is habitat loss and fragmentation. Second one is overexploitation. Okay, when your need turns out to become greed, right? Who have to pay? Animals. And there are certain animals. Say for example, we are having passenger pigeon, dodo, 3 species of tiger, stellar sea cow. All this become extinct due to overexploitation. Second cause. Third cause, alien species invasion. इसके अंदर water hyacinth आपको अच्छे से पता है, terror of Bengal, Acornia. Second one is Nile perch was introduced in Lake Victoria, and this is responsible for killing near to about 200 species of economically important cichlid fishes. सिंपल सी बात है, नाइल पर्च को इंट्रोड्यूस किया, वो एक प्रीडेटर फिश है ना, तो वो किसको खा गई? नियर टू अबाउट 200 स्पीशीज ऑफ cichlid fish. Am I clear? Which is economically important. Done. Then we are having Parthenium, we are having Lantana. All these are example of alien species invasion. Fourth cause of avial chordate is co-extinction. Co-extinction का मतलब क्या होता है? जब दो ऑर्गेनिज्म मतलब एज अ म्यूचुअल रिलेशनशिप में रहे, दे बोथ आर ऑब्लिगेटरी फॉर ईच अदर, दोनों को एक दूसरे के बिना नहीं चलेगा. Are you people getting my point? So if in that case, if one becomes extinct, automatically the other who is in mutual relationship with that organism is also going to become extinct. Simple as that. Am I clear? And इसके example में कौन आएगा आपका? Pronuba, Yucca cell and Yucca. Am I clear? So here I am not writing, right? Pronuba, Yucca cell and Yucca आपको पता होना चाहिए. ये you people have also understood the same in organism and population. वहाँ पे आपने relationship पढ़े, predation, commensalism, amensalism and so on. Okay, so these are the 4 main causes that is called as your avial chordate. Apart from this, we are having disturbance and degradation, pollution, and we are having extensive agriculture and forestry. These are the other causes you may write. You may write number 1, I am speaking disturbance and degradation. It can be man-made or natural. Say for example, forest fire is there, right? Pest manifestation and many more. Then pollution. इसके अंदर आएगा क्या आपका eutrophication. I guess you people have understood eutrophication, right? It's a natural process, but due to addition of pollutants, there is accelerated eutrophication, मतलब aging, right? Then comes extensive agriculture and forestry. These are the other causes for loss of biodiversity. Chalo, now let's focus on loss of biodiversity. Dear students, this loss of biodiversity can cause by extinction. Loss of biodiversity occurs due to extinction. Now, can anyone define me what is extinction? Extinction is elimination of species or dying out of species from earth. So what I am writing, extinction is a loss of species or complete dying out of species from earth. This is what I mean by extinction. Am I clear? So what is extinction? Extinction is total elimination or dying out of species from earth. That is what I mean by extinction. Okay. Dear students, if we are talking about causes of extinction, susceptibility to extinction, there are two main factors which is responsible for extinction. That is, number one, environmental condition. Drastic environmental condition leads to extinction of certain species. And second one is population attributes. Extinction also depends on population attributes. And dear students, here I have written certain aspects. Certain aspects. Am I clear? So number one, what I have written? Large body size. So if I am talking about large body size animals like elephant we are having, like rhinoceros we are having your Bengal tiger, lion, these are large sized animals. These are prone to become extinct. Am I clear? Then second one is small population size. Of course, जितनी size छोटी होगी, they are more prone, they are more vulnerable to attack, they are more prone to extinct, I can say, right? So second one is small population size, less reproductive potential. Most important point. Those population who is having low reproductive capacity. So for example, I have written giant panda and blue whale. Am I clear? So low reproductive potential. Those organisms who is having higher status of trophic level, they are present on maximum trophic level. Say for example, bald eagle and tiger. Fixed migratory route and habitat, जिसका fixed है. Right? Say for example, blue whale and whooping crane, whose route of migration is fixed, उसकी habitat भी fixed है. तो predator को पता चलेगा ना कि भाई ये route से ये organisms आते हैं. So they are more prone. So they are more prone to get preyed. Then narrow range distribution, मतलब in one particular location only these organisms are present. Say for example, woodland caribou. Okay, then we are having island species, those who lives on island. Lack of genetic variability, most important point, as we very well know that variation allows us to adapt environmental condition. So those population who is having less genetic variability are prone to get extinct. And last, inability to switch over to alternate food. Okay, say for example, कोई population है, say for example वो apples ही खाती है, चलो अब apples खत्म हो गए, and they are not able to switch over alternate food, other food. So due to lack of food, due to hunger, these species are going to die. Am I clear? So dear students, these are certain population attributes, I can say, which is responsible for cause of extinction, for loss of biodiversity, I can say. ठीक है? So dear students, in this video we have revised stability of an ecosystem, that is importance of species diversity in an ecosystem, point number one. Point number two, we have done a cause of loss of biodiversity, habitat loss and fragmentation, overexploitation, co-extinction, alien species invasion, right? Then disturbances, then pollution, then extensive agriculture and forestry. And we have understood loss of biodiversity is caused due to extinction. What is extinction? Elimination or total dying out of species from earth. Two main factors, एक तो environmental condition वो natural factor है, and second one is population attributes. So I hope you understood this population attributes and this lecture really very well. Thank you very much.